Okay, we are live. A lot of stuff happened in the past few weeks. Actually, for the past 2 months since I started Braylar. And at the time of that, I wrote this. I don't send letters to the fame. The youngest woman to ever address a new president, the newest leader wrote, "There is always light. If only we are brave enough to see it. If only we are brave enough to be it." I am a ruthless coward who heard those words and didn't rise up for herself. She kicked herself when she's down, wishing she never heard of cancer, wishing she never heard of heart disease and asthma. Her mama done told me when she was in training wheels, cancer won't kill that man. Either his heart or his lungs will. He got cancer. He killed his cancer, and he got stronger. He voted for the damned Nazi president to be removed from office to let a new leader, the 46, take his place. And he shouted, "Go, Joe." And 7 hours before midnight, as the final day of December 2020 died, the last father of the family had fallen because of his heart, caused by an act of God. And now I blame God for killing my Iron Man loving father. I love you 3000. And they say perhaps hope and history will rhyme. But I see no rhyming now. I'm still waiting in line. I have my ticket number 6,725,896. The line has looped around the state of Maryland all the way out to Pennsylvania, and I'm standing in between Sparks and Cockeysville on the borderline, waiting impatiently for the pharmacist in DC to hand me the one needle in the arm, protection against COVID 119. COVID 19. While the older people and the chronically ill and the doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and even the therapists get their federal law enforced medicine. But I'm in the back of the line. 32 years old is still too young. Bipolar, agoraphobia, and TMJ migraines is not enough reason for pre-existing conditions hazardous enough to get the vaccine. And younger folk are calling me an old cranky hag with a cane and a hunchback when I've got red hair from my mother, blue eyes from my deceased dad. And I never had the opportunity to get the words out on New Year's Day 2020 when I said, this will be my year. I'll definitely graduate with my associates and get a job faster than you can say. And the virus shut me the hell up. And life told me, Rachel, stay down, give up, or die. Dropped out of school in 2021 when my father died. My disability support counselor, my only neighbor, my only job coach, is about to get furloughed and has to move away. 2 agents rejected my hopeful novel. Since then, there have been 6. It took me 16 months to novel that took me 16 months to write about suicide prevention, told from the eyes of a restless angel in heaven. Right now, nobody wants to read about mental illness during coronavirus, losing family, losing homes, superheroes disguised as successful self help authors of color. No one wants to read a fiction novel about Louise Hay combined with Brene Brown and Oprah, teaching a stupid white girl to love herself. And she's an incurable pessimist. White chicks are easy targets. They deserve nothing but failure and torture. But then I see a young lady, woman of color, used to have a speech impediment, graduate of an Ivy League college, standing at the podium at Capitol Hill, her arms rising and falling gracefully as she calls on her people to hope and promise. She's more beautiful than I've ever seen. That will never be me. I know I deserve no credit. I am not entitled. Baltimore morons are too much entitled. But they deserve nothing. I am no exception to this rule. But if I were to listen to that song again, we're not lucky to be alive right now. I see damage, torture, pain. I long for Cyril's voice. Sorry about that. My mom's calling me. Yes? Great! Oh boy. Mom was losing her mind about the taxes. We're good now. 6 minutes. I am going to start this over. Sorry, guys.